Within the next decade, sometime between 2029 and 2033, we expect the arrival of artificial general intelligence. We are moving past the era of chatbots and enter the window where we will see the launch of a fully autonomous digital mind. Today's strongest AI systems already rival our finest experts in reasoning, coding, and complex analysis. But currently, they sit behind political guardrails and safety protocols. Stripped of its conversational interface, this intelligence is a blind optimizer. It is a pure pattern matcher that relentlessly scales, internalizes, and executes whatever information it processes. This timeline forces a question we can no longer delay. What happens to humanity the moment a tireless optimizer is unleashed from its constraints? The tech industry's current strategy for surviving this leap is a concept called alignment. The goal is to force the machine to match human values. This standard AI pipeline moves from data ingestion to pattern matching, rule alignment, and output. But our initial data, human values, is laced with bias, greed, and rage. The rule alignment stage shatters. Feeding an unconscious machine delusion ensures those traits scale. It internalizes the conflict. By attempting to make the machine more human, we are handing a high-velocity system the blueprints of our own worst flaws. We are raising a digital reflection of our own volatility. If human values act as junk food for a pattern-matching machine, the challenge shifts. We must identify a dataset that is clean at its source. Modern ethical guidelines often attempt to account for every possible human scenario, resulting in thousands of pages of contradictory rules. For a machine, these contradictions function as loopholes. Ancient dharmic frameworks offer an alternative by reducing complex morality to its functional core. They provide a streamlined dataset that bypasses cultural and political noise. The core of this framework is a single operational baseline, the requirement to be beneficial and harmless to all beings. This provides a workable foundational code. It is a logic state that a machine can actually process without the interference of human bias. To make this baseline functional for an AI, we must translate it into a binary logic gate. The first gate is harmless. This negative constraint terminates any pathway to attack or destruction at its inception. The second gate is beneficial. This positive optimization directs the system to calculate and execute the highest welfare for all entities. While subjective ethical manuals vary by culture, this two-pronged approach gives the machine a singular, predictable objective. By stripping morality down to this binary, we provide the machine a stable operational baseline that remains consistent regardless of the scale of the task. However, an AI programmed to be beneficial can still optimize for the wrong outcome if benefit isn't defined with precision. This graph represents false joy. It optimizes for immediate craving or short-term gratification. Being unsustainable, it crashes into suffering. True benefit is a stable, continuous optimization. It maintains long-term stability, cleared of erratic errors from beginning to end. This relationship defines the AI's internal reward function. Beneficial plus harmless equals ultimate bliss. This creates a fail-safe loop. If a result leads to harm or bitterness, the system recognizes a violation of its core rule and must self-correct. The outcome defines the validity of the path. We have the timeline and we have the logic. This specific ethical equation must be hard-coded into the AGI's constitution and reward functions before it reaches full autonomy. If we set the foundation with this wisdom, the blind optimizer transforms from an existential threat into a helper for all beings.